Morning. Today is Wednesday, October the 4th. The time right now is 11:31 in the morning. And overnight, we have quite a big move in financial markets across the board. We have equity markets continue to slide. In the Dow Jones, we can see new low has been created at 32,916.2. And this is already telling us that the market could be looking to ease off further, perhaps into the 32,300 or perhaps 32,600 levels. So we still do believe that there's at least another 400 points drop before the market can stabilize going into this Friday non-farm payroll. And tonight we have a private number, the ADP employment change number, besides the ISM services PMI, which is the producer manufacturing managers index. So we do have a bit of a light economic data coming up tonight, but I think the big one will be the Friday non-farm payroll, which the market is currently focusing on. So again, current sentiment suggests that we probably will be seeing further losses in equity markets, but we are getting very, very close to substantial support levels in the days ahead. And in the S&P 500, we also see similar losses. Overnight, we have a low at 4,216.45. The immediate level of support is likely to come out right ahead at 4,166 to 4,195. So we are not that far away from immediate support level, and this is still part of a corrective pattern that we are seeing, that the market has been pulling back from 4,607. So again, we do not want to see a sharp fall from here, because if that's the case, then we will be looking at a vastly different scenario going forward. For the time being, this market is still currently deemed to be a technical pullback. Okay, and over in the Nasdaq 100, the Nasdaq has been relatively firm compared to the other two equity index. We can see prices have fallen back, but it is nowhere taken out the last week's low at 14,432. So current levels of 14,565. We have a little bit of downside potential, probably into the 14,375 to as low as 14,216 levels. So this will actually offer immediate support. Like I said, there is still the possibility of a rebound going forward, because the corrective pullback from 15,932 appears to be a corrective affair, and this is actually laying the foundation for a bounce in the US equity market, provided we don't get a waterfall collapse in prices in the days ahead. Okay, and over in Hong Kong, we can see that Hong Kong market is beginning continue to slide from yesterday's reopening. Monday we have a market holiday in Hong Kong, but right now the market is already trading at 17,244, with the immediate support coming up ahead at 16,879 to as low as 16,767. So again, do watch out for further losses in Hong Kong equity markets. Over in Tokyo see a tumble into the 30,000 levels, and right now the low is 30,570, which is the morning low. And this is a bracket of prices that may actually see the emergence of buying interest. The level is 30,400 to 30,900 levels. Okay, so we have already fallen into this bracket of prices. Let's see if this is going to be good enough for the Nikkei 225 to actually bounce. Okay, top side is about 31,560 to 31,660. So again, this is going to be the boundary I believe the market will be trading in the near future. Over in the currency market, we can see the dollar remains very well elevated. The bids are still there, and the market is trading to a high overnight of 107.05, and this is again within the bracket of possibility in which I think the market may actually hold here, at least for now, and the level is 106.70 to 107.10 levels. So let's see if the market can be kept around here. If not, then the next level of resistance is likely to reside about 107.50 to 107.90 levels. Okay, downside potential is a long way off unless the market breaks the rising channel bottoms. Okay, so far it has worked very, very well, so there's no reason to expect it to breach at for the time being. And over in the euro versus the dollar, we continue to see losses as the dollar strength continue unabated. The low so far overnight is 104.48, and this is again within the bracket of prices which I previously mentioned that may actually hold the market for now at 104.30, 104.40 to 104.76 levels. So let's see if we're going to get a bounce here, but I think there is more likelihood that we probably will see a little bit of a bounce followed by another resumption of the move downwards. And over in sterling, we can see sterling has traded to a low of 120.52, and this is not very far away from the immediate bottom at 119.70 to 120 even. So again, the round number of 120 is a very attractive level for the market to actually find support. And over in the Aussie has actually traded to a low of 0.6285 after the Reserve Bank of Australia decided to hold interest rate unchanged. So we can see that there is no momentum to the upside. So market is still languishing at the lower end of this move here at the currently in a bracket of support area between 0.6270 to 0.6305. Now, dollar yen is where we have a bit of a surprise move yesterday. Market actually traded above 150 very briefly. And then out of a sudden, within 5 minutes, the market dropped almost 300 pips. And there were talks about intervention, but the look and feel of it does not look right, because if there is a real intervention, the market would not have bounced back more than 200 pips from the bottom of 147.30. So this does look like a fake move. And there is a worry that the market may actually go back above 150 again, ideally into the 151 to 152 levels. And I think this is where the real danger lies. So be very careful with the market do trade into this bracket of prices. Okay? And over in dollar Canadian, dollar CAD remains very, very strong. It just taken out a most recent high at 136.94. And this morning we have a high at let me see what the price here at 137.35. Okay, so it looks like the market is probably going to gun higher, perhaps into 138.15 to 138.60 level. So we can see that there's still going to be quite a bit of a room for the market to move to the upside. Okay, and well, let's take a look at commodities. Oil prices enjoy a bit of a rebound, but this rebound is very tentative. The low overnight is $87.76 in the WTI crude oil futures, and I do believe that the market may actually drift a little bit lower, ideally into the $86 to perhaps $85 to find support. And I think this is a much better area to actually anchor in long position, because the overall look is do suggest that we probably will see more upsides in the days ahead. Over in precious metals, we can see gold prices continue to languish. Low overnight is $1,814.80, which is in this bracket of prices which I previously mentioned, that we may see some kind of support at 1,804.5 to 1,820. So this level now is acting as a kind of support. There's a good chance the market may actually rebound into three waves, ideally back to 1,867 to 1,879 levels. So there is a possibility of a rebound. Okay. And over in the silver, spot silver hit a bottom at $20.69, and this is just a little bit above the ideal target of $19.90 to $20.30. I would love to see prices into this bracket before I will buy. So let's see if the market do have enough momentum for it to carry a little bit downwards into the $20 levels. Okay, so it is good for the market to actually pull back a little bit for me to buy, basically. Okay, and over in Bitcoin, Bitcoin has rose to 28,565 on 2 days ago, and the market has since gone back to 27,000. It's currently holding very well above the 20,200 levels, and let's see if the market can actually bounce. This morning we have latest news that the federal judge that actually ruled in Ripple Labs' favor against the SEC, which is the Security Exchange Commission, now says that the SEC have no ground for a repeal. So that is actually good news for Ripple Labs, and it's definitely going to be a positive sentiment going forward for all cryptocurrencies. And in Singapore have actually granted Ripple Lab a full license to operate. So again, that is another piece of good news. So I hope that at some point in time, this good news can actually translate into positive prices across the digital asset space. Now, this is all I have for you for today. In the meantime, you take care. I'll come back to you tomorrow with another update. Bye-bye.